Hello teacups, we're in a new location. I'm just about to go into the kitchen and do a little bit of meal prepping. Actually, I'll show you the kitchen. People always get very interested about the house because obviously they've seen my apartment but not my family home. So they're actually planning on redecorating this in a few weeks, and it might be nice to let you see the before, so when I show you the after you can realize how it's changed. I shouldn't have really stood here, the dishwasher's on. Hang on. So this is the kitchen right now. It's all a bit of a mess because I'm about to make food, so I wasn't about to clean it all up first. And you get the dog bowl there. That's some tools ready for the refit. But yeah, lovely kitchen space. So I'm really excited to see them redo it. My dad and my stepmom have been having discussions, which are definitely not arguments, but have definitely been arguments about how they want it updated, because she wants to modernize it, and my dad is very old-fashioned in his views, and they've been having some discussions, but I think it's going to be really beautiful. So I'm hoping when they do that I can share that with you. But anyway, we're in the kitchen because I'm about to do some meal prepping. What I thought I would do, I'm thinking of having, because I've been looking at different recipes, I was thinking of having a bit of a recipe roundup and linking them down below and then cooking them and updating it maybe once a week. I haven't decided how frequently I cook because I might not cook enough things for that to be worthwhile. I tend to pick 2 to 3 new recipes, new or reoccurring depending on how I feel, recipes that I eat throughout the week because I've been really trying to focus on meal prepping more. So last year, end of last year particularly, but say last quarter of last year, I started packing on weight. I know some of you have noticed it in my videos. I know some of you have noticed it in my face. You guys, when I say I gained some weight, it was a stressful last quarter and I did not focus on processing that stress in a healthy manner. I got my words mixed up there, sorry. So anyway, then I came home, I had quite an indulgent Christmas, which I was expecting. I wasn't going to limit myself at Christmas. It's been a long time since I've been home. I was just like, okay, we'll do this. And then we'll get back and I'll start my gym routine again and it'll be fine, because I did this last year as well. And from January to March, I really got myself sorted. I was in a really good place in March, and March is when COVID shut everything down. And then I maintained for a while and then I just lost my damn mind. From October onwards, let's say, I just lost my damn mind. And I want to sort that out now. And while I'm not in control of a lot of things in my environment right now, I was supposed to go back to Saudi, which is where I was going to do all this. Sorry, I'm not looking at the camera lens. I'm looking at the picture and not the camera lens. I was going to do this back home because then I can completely control what comes into my house, because much like our fair lady, I don't do well with moderation. I tend to be like, okay, let's get rid of this, and if it's not in the house, I can't eat it. I don't have that option here, but I can't use that as an excuse to not focus on myself. Some things are out of my control, but some things are within it. So everything is shut down here in the UK right now because we're all on lockdown. And right now they're saying mid-February maybe for some easing of the worst, but with the delays in the vaccine, it might be later. My gym is not going to be opening anytime soon. So I've been focusing on going on longer walks. I did 5 miles yesterday and I was feeling pretty good about. And I'm focusing on meal prepping and just doing what I can to limit temptations, because I can't remove those things from the house because it's not my house. I don't get to tell the rest of my family, well, you can't have these things here. It would not be a reasonable thing. So I've got to pull up my big girl pants and make some better choices for myself. So that's what I'm doing right now. And I thought this recipe roundup might help, and if anyone else is just trying to make better choices or is just bored. I tend to get stuck in the same few recipes, and I'm hoping a few things in a video might help me be a bit more adventurous, a bit more varied in what I do. So that's the plan, and I love seeing videos like this. So if anyone else makes these videos, or if anyone recommends a good channel, I watch a few cookery channels, but love to see it. One thing I should say before we start the series though, it might seem a little bit weird, some of the things I make, because remember I did have weight loss surgery and so I can't eat as much. So things that you might think, oh, well, you have that with potatoes, you have that with pasta. I usually just have the thing. And if you want to use it and you want to serve it with something else, go ahead. Like today I'm actually making, hang on. So today I'm going to be making, I've got some minced beef right here. And I'm just going to be making like almost like a bolognese topping. You would usually eat this with pasta, except I'm going to be mixing some cream cheese into the sauce, lots of mushrooms, a bit of peppers, and I'm going to be baking it in a dish. And so this tomato cheese beef bake will then go into these, and I'll just eat that. But clearly, if you had a bigger stomach or if you wanted just a bit more substantial food, you could pair this with pasta or something else. So right now, the Saudi government is saying, okay, we'll lift travel restrictions on May 17th. Now, whether that applies to me or not, we're not sure, because my issue right now isn't that I can't travel, it's that I would have to do 2 weeks in a different country that didn't have the new strain of the Rona before I could enter. And that would be at my cost, and I get very worried that if I go out and I do that, that I will get stranded there because rules will change while I'm doing that quarantine period. So I'm not willing to do that, and my work is perfectly willing to have me work from here because we were online anyway. So it doesn't really make a difference if I'm here or there. I just have to work to their time zones, which means I'm getting up really early in the morning. But that's fine for the moment. But I'm hoping on the 17th, which is when restrictions lift for all Saudi natives, that they also get rid of that buffer. But as with anything related to all the issues of last year and this one, there's no real way to know. All I can do is really control what I'm doing right now. Oh, my arm is getting tired. Sorry. My arm's getting tired, you guys. So what I want to do is probably lose 20 to 25 pounds. And given that I want to do that by May, it's currently beginning of February. So February, March, April, mid-May, 3.5 months. I think that's a reasonable amount. I'm comfortable with that as a number. But sometimes you just got to take a hard, long look at yourself, call a spade, and just be like, hey, you're making some choices here and they're not good for you. And I'm the only one capable of changing it. So anyway, that was a huge kind of intro to something that was meant to be very quick. But this is one of the tools I'm using, and hopefully it's something you enjoy. So it'll be up on channel anyway. If you're not here for that, if you're just here for my reacts, that's absolutely fine. I will see you in a different video, and thanks for watching. Okay, next meal. So I've still got a portion of the beef thing that I've just montaged, but I'm going to put together something else for the next few days. I actually posted this on Twitter a few days ago. It was like a creamy chicken stew type of thing, and I want to remake it because I enjoyed it so much. So the only difference today is I bought some boneless, skinless chicken thighs for it last time, and that worked really well. I've just put it in, it all fell apart. But today I've got some diced turkey thigh, not chicken, because it happened to be cheaper and it was already diced up. So I was like, okay, why not? So we're going to be trying that, but it's going to be the same basic turkey, leeks, a few other things. I've got some coffee, and let's get to this.